Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Oregon Ducks. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Run this play from the pistol formation. Keeping it on the ground here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, we've seen this from this defense all year long, the ability to stop the run, and they get things started here on this first play of the game with being stout up front.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Catch made across the middle by the running back. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
Receiver in motion now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. The shotgun running play call. Tackle made after just a short gain.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
The Ducks pick up enough yardage for a first down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Ducks have first and 10 here. On the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down play coming up. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Tight end makes the grab. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
The Ducks line it up with first and goal. First and goal, handoff, and he'll be brought down. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. And the pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ducks. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of the rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Off the play fake on first down. And they'll start off with a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Clemson.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he knocks through the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Defense is coming after him. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
They're backed up, 2nd and long at the 19. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Tackle at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Two-back set. Quarterback flanked by the backs. Here's the handoff. Breaking free at midfield. Brought down. It crosses midfield to the 46.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness. Ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs, and they did it right there.
And the Ducks with 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Single back takes the handoff. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Montgomery. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on 4th down. That's a design quarterback keeper. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on a design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can he keep it going here? There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
got some ground to make up. 2nd and long from the 15. And he'll set up to throw. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He pulls in the catch. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that 1st down yardage.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half.
Timeout, Clemson.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. He'll hand it off. Looks like Clemson will have the 1st down.
Another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball to the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Here's that defense shifting again. First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And that big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game and the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then you can make these throws downfield to dynamic playmakers on the perimeter.
First down here for this offense. Send the back in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 25. Tough running there. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Clemson now operating in the red zone. Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Seventh play of the drive coming up. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here's the second down play. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down.
Caught quickly. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Tigers.
So with playoff pressure, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
PAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. This one will be fair caught. Ducks offense retakes the field. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. Here's a throw underneath to the back. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy, kind of can run it. Not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. He started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws, and Justin Herbert. Of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. And we're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
New center down to the offense, 1st and 10. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Catch made on the right side. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. And a timeout is called, important stage late here in the second quarter. Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
The Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for 6. And he scores. Touchdown, Oregon. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. And Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly. And they're doing so with such high stakes. Answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good.
It is good. That ties the game.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackle made after the completion. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Made the catch, but he was surrounded. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
And he's going to float this one to the right side. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. So a great return following the pick, or finally able to get him down.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Time running out here in the first half. Wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive in this position. Makes a quick catch. Goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few yards, but it's short of the first down marker. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Oh, and he doesn't hang on off the deflection there. It's going to bring up a third down play.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Can he get there on the ground? Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. It'll be time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. This will be a 46-yard attempt. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. This will be a 46-yard attempt. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And with that, they retake the lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And the kick is a squib kick, taken by one of the up men. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Ducks will kick this deep to begin the second half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. It's a run to the left. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here the wideout goes in motion. Looking to pass here on second down. That's Carr. It's Carr. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. And the quarterback dropping back. Close to the tight end. Catch is made down the middle.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
The Tigers pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Now from the pistol formation. Gives it to the back. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. It's QB sneak. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. A pop pass on the jet sweep. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. That's reeled in. It's Carr. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
The defense sits back in his zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
And the long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he takes it into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. Looking to throw it again. Tries to get it to the running back. It's complete. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. And it's good. And the game is now tied.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Hand off to the single back. And just a short gain this time.
Running back. He's brought down at the 18-yard line. Second down coming up.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
You know, in these spread offenses, the game just keeps evolving. And the opportunities keep presenting themselves for the big guys to be able to run a corner route. So hard to cover this.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, we're all tied up.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fires it to his target. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. They bring him down, but the game moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
The Ducks will line up on 1st and 10. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Fighting off the defender.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Receiver in motion now. Handoff here from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the 4th quarter.
Important 3rd down play coming up. This would be a 56-yard attempt if they don't gain anything. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Receiver makes the catch. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain on the pitch and catch.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
1st and goal. They need points, but it wouldn't hurt to also milk the clock a bit. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
2nd and goal. Look at this. They come out in a 5-wide formation. Touchdown, Ducks. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Look at the blazing speed for that quarterback. Kirk, if you're a defense trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. We saw that exactly on this score right here.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot. So sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Play action here on 1st down. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. And he's going to launch it deep again. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down.
Lets it go. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side.
They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Takes it inside the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the 4th. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the Sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
No, kick it away here. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Stopped after a small gain. Now look at it, 2nd and 9. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the clock has stopped here as we've reached the final 2 minutes of play. The important play right here. Close game, fourth quarter, third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking downfield. He's got it for a big gain.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the back now goes in motion. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Pre-snap motion from the offense. He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. How do you play this now? Do you call a conservative play and just wait for overtime, or try to make something happen? And oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. They'll run it to the left. Fights off a defender. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Handoff to the back. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. D coordinator showing heavy blitz pre-snap. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, I'm just shocked that they ran the football here on 3rd and goal. They must have seen something based on their film study that said, if they give us this look down close by the goal line, we got to run it. Man, bad call, backfires. Now they got a tough decision here on 4th down.
And a timeout taken by the offense with 19 seconds remaining.
Timeout, Clemson.
So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. Knocks that one right down the middle. And cue the celebration. They have taken the lead in the final minute.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
After the late field goal, they'll kick it away. The offense a chance to tie it up if they can get into field goal position quickly. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's a highlight reel diving catch there. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking for the wideout. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football